Life ain't easy. It's not supposed to be. You're gonna face obstacles, setbacks, and moments where you feel like giving up. But listen close. No one is coming to save you. That's right. I said it. No superhero, no fairy godmother, no magic wand. It's just you, standing there, facing your challenges head on. But here's the thing. You don't need saving. You've got everything you need right inside you. Every single one of you has the power to change your life, to overcome, to succeed. It's not about waiting for someone to swoop in and fix your problems. It's about looking in the mirror and saying, I've got this. Think about it. Every great achievement in history, every breakthrough, every moment of triumph, it came from people who decided to take control of their own destinies. They didn't sit around waiting for permission or for someone else to do the hard work. They rolled up their sleeves and got to it. You want success? You got to work for it. You want respect? You got to earn it. You want a better life? You got to build it brick by brick, day by day with your own two hands. I know it's tough. I know there are days when you feel like the world's against you, but let me tell you something. Those are the days that define you. Those are the moments that separate the dreamers from the doers. Anyone can talk about what they want to achieve, but it's the ones who keep pushing, even when it hurts, even when no one's watching. Those are the ones who make it. You've got to be willing to fall, to fail, to look foolish, because that's how you learn. That's how you grow. Every setback is a setup for a comeback, but only if you're willing to get back up and try again. Don't look for shortcuts. Don't expect handouts. The world doesn't owe you anything. But here's the beautiful thing. You owe yourself everything. You owe it to yourself to become the best version of you that you can be. It's not about where you start. It's about where you finish. I don't care if you came from nothing. I don't care if you've made mistakes. What matters is what you do next. What matters is how hard you're willing to work, how much you're willing to sacrifice, how badly you want it. You've got to be hungry. Hungry for success, hungry for growth, hungry for a better life. And let me tell you, that hunger, it's a gift. It's what drives you when everyone else has given up. It's what keeps you going when the odds are stacked against you. But hunger alone isn't enough. You need discipline. You need to be willing to do the work when no one's watching, to practice your craft, to hone your skills, to push yourself beyond your limits. Because success isn't just about talent. It's about consistency. It's about showing up day after day and putting in the work. You want to know the secret to success? There is no secret. It's right there in front of you. It's in the choices you make every single day. It's in the habits you form, the people you surround yourself with, the attitude you bring to every challenge. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. What you need is dedication. The kind of dedication that gets you out of bed when you're tired. The kind of dedication that keeps you going when everyone else has quit. You've got to be your own biggest fan and your own toughest critic. Celebrate your victories, no matter how small. But don't let them make you complacent. Always be looking for ways to improve, to grow, to push yourself further. And when you face setbacks, because you will face setbacks, don't let them define you. Learn from them. Use them as fuel. Let them light a fire under you that burns so bright, it lights up the whole damn sky. You've got to have faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your abilities, faith in your dreams. Because if you don't believe in yourself, why should anyone else? Your belief, your conviction, that's what's going to carry you through the tough times. But faith without action is just wishful thinking. You've got to put in the work. You've got to be willing to sacrifice, to give up the good for the great, to trade short-term comfort for long-term success. Remember, every single person who's ever achieved greatness started exactly where you are right now. They had doubts, they had fears, they had people telling them they couldn't do it, but they chose to believe in themselves. They chose to keep pushing forward no matter what. You've got to be willing to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, because that's where growth happens. That's where you discover what you're really capable of. Don't be afraid to fail. Be afraid of not trying. Your past doesn't define your future. Your circumstances don't determine your potential. It's your mindset, your attitude, your willingness to work hard and never give up. That's what's going to determine where you end up. Don't compare yourself to others. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Focus on your own journey. Run your own race. Because at the end of the day, the only competition that matters is the one between who you are and who you have the potential to be. You've got to be resilient. Life's going to knock you down. It's going to test you. But it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Don't make excuses. Don't blame others for your situation. Take responsibility for your life. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. And when you take control, that's when things start to change. You've got to be willing to invest in yourself, to learn, to grow, to evolve. The world is changing fast. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. Read books, take courses, seek out mentors, surround yourself with people who push you to be better. And when you achieve success, because you will achieve success if you keep pushing, don't forget to lift others up, share your knowledge, inspire others. Because true success isn't just about what you achieve for yourself. It's about the impact you have on the world around you. Don't let fear hold you back. Fear is nothing but false evidence appearing real. It's the voice in your head telling you that you can't do it. But let me tell you something, that voice is a liar. You are capable of so much more than you realize. You've got to have a vision, a clear picture of where you want to go. Because if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. Set goals, big goals, goals that scare you a little, then break them down into smaller steps. And every single day, do something that moves you closer to those goals. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Don't wait until you have everything figured out. You figure it out by doing, by taking action, by making mistakes and learning from them. You've got to be patient. Success doesn't happen overnight. It's the result of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. It's about consistency. It's about perseverance. It's about never giving up, even when progress seems slow. But while you're being patient, don't be passive. Be proactive. Look for opportunities. Create opportunities. Don't wait for doors to open. Build your own doors. Take them down if you have to. You've got to be willing to adapt, to change your approach when something isn't working, to learn new skills, to reinvent yourself if that's what it takes. The world is changing fast. The ones who succeed are the ones who can change with it. Don't let negativity bring you down. There will always be naysayers, always be people who try to dim your light. But their opinion of you is none of your business. What matters is what you think of yourself. What matters is that you believe in your dreams, even when no one else does. You've got to stay hungry, but stay humble. Be confident in your abilities, but never stop learning. Never think you've got it all figured out. The moment you think you know everything is the moment you stop growing. Remember, success is not a destination. It's a journey. It's about who you become in the process of achieving your goals. It's about the person you grow into, the lives you touch along the way. Don't let your circumstances define you. Let your response to those circumstances define you. Because it's not about what happens to you, it's about how you react to what happens to you. That's what shapes your character. That's what determines your future. You've got to be willing to do what others won't, to go the extra mile, to put in the extra hours, to do the work that no one sees, but that makes all the difference. Because success is like an iceberg. What people see is just the tip. The real work happens below the surface. Don't wait for inspiration. Be the inspiration. Show the world what's possible when you refuse to give up on your dreams. Be the living proof that hard work pays off, that perseverance conquers all. You've got to believe in yourself even when no one else does. Even when the odds are stacked against you. Even when it seems impossible. Because the moment you stop believing is the moment you start failing. Don't let your past mistakes hold you back. They don't define you. They're lessons. Learn from them, grow from them, but don't let them stop you from moving forward. You've got to be willing to sacrifice, to give up what you want now for what you want most, to delay gratification, to put in the work today for a better tomorrow, because success is not about instant gratification. It's about long-term fulfillment. Don't wait for someone to give you permission to chase your dreams. You don't need anyone's approval. The only permission you need is your own. Decide what you want and go after it with everything you've got. You've got to be resilient. Life will test you. It will throw obstacles in your path, but those obstacles are not there to stop you. They're there to see how badly you want it. They're there to make you stronger, to make you more determined. Don't let complacency creep in. Always be looking for ways to improve, to grow, to push yourself further. Because the moment you get comfortable is the moment you start falling behind. You've got to be willing to face your fears, to do the things that scare you. Because on the other side of fear is where growth happens. It's where you discover what you're truly capable of. Don't let others define your worth. Your value isn't determined by your job title, your bank account, or your social status. It's determined by your character, by your actions, by the impact you have on the world around you. You've got to be willing to invest in yourself, to spend time and resources on your own growth and development, because you are your most valuable asset. The more you invest in yourself, the more you have to offer the world. Don't wait for opportunities to come to you. Create them, make things happen, be proactive. Because success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who hustle, who take initiative, who make their own luck. You've got to be willing to fail, to take risks, to put yourself out there, because failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's how you learn, how you grow, how you get better. Don't let negative self-talk hold you back. Watch the way you talk to yourself. Be your own biggest cheerleader. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? You've got to be willing to do the work when no one's watching, to put in the hours when everyone else has gone home, to keep pushing when it would be easier to give up, because that's what separates the successful from the average. Don't let your circumstances dictate your future. Your past does not equal your future. Where you come from doesn't determine where you're going. It's your choices, your actions, your determination that shape your destiny. You got to be willing to step out of your comfort zone, to try new things, to take on challenges that scare you, because growth happens outside of your comfort zone. Comfort is the enemy of progress. Don't wait for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. The time is now. Start where you are with what you have. Take that first step, no matter how small, because a year from now, you'll wish you had started today. You've got to be willing to ask for help when you need it, to seek out mentors, to learn from those who have gone before you, because success leaves clues. Study those who have achieved what you want to achieve. Learn from their mistakes. Stand on their shoulders. Don't let setbacks discourage you. They're not failures. They're feedback. They're opportunities to learn, to adjust your approach, to come back stronger. Use them as fuel to drive you forward. You've got to be willing to put in the work day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it. Because discipline is what bridges the gap between goals and accomplishment. Don't let others' opinions of you become your reality. Their doubts, their negativity, that's their stuff. Don't make it yours. You know what you're capable of. You know what you're worth. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. You've got to be willing to take responsibility for your life, to own your mistakes, to learn from them, to use them as stepping stones to success. Because when you take responsibility, you take control. Don't let fear of failure hold you back. The only real failure is not trying. Everything else is just learning. It's just growth. It's just part of the journey. You got to be willing to dream big, to set goals that scare you a little. Because if your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. Dream big, then work hard to make those dreams a reality. Don't let impatience derail you. Success takes time. It takes consistency. It takes showing up day after day, putting in the work even when you don't see immediate results. Trust the process. Keep pushing forward. You've got to be willing to adapt, to change your approach when something isn't working, to learn new skills, to evolve with the times, because the only constant in life is change. Those who can adapt are the ones who succeed. Don't let comparison steal your joy. Your journey is unique. Your path is your own. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, not on being better than someone else. You got to be willing to face your weaknesses, to acknowledge them, to work on them, but don't let them define you. Focus on your strengths, build on them, use them to propel you forward. Don't let negativity bring you down. Surround yourself with positive people, with people who believe in you, who support your dreams, who push you to be better, because you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. You got to be willing to give back, to help others along the way, to use your success to make a difference in the world, because true success isn't just about what you achieve for yourself. It's about the impact you have on others. Don't let the opinions of those who matter the least matter the most. Focus on what's important, on your goals, your dreams, your journey. The rest is just noise. You've got to be willing to be patient, to trust the process, to keep pushing forward even when you don't see immediate results. Because success is not about instant gratification. It's about long-term fulfillment. Don't let your past define your future. Your history is not your destiny. Every day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story, to create the life you want. You've got to be willing to be uncomfortable, to push past your limits, to do things that scare you, because that's where growth happens. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of. Don't let fear of the unknown hold you back. Embrace uncertainty. See it as an opportunity for growth, for adventure, for discovery, because on the other side of fear is where the magic happens. You've got to be willing to believe in yourself even when no one else does, to keep pushing forward even when the odds are stacked against you, because your belief in yourself, your conviction in your dreams, that's what's going to carry you through the tough times. Don't let temporary setbacks turn into permanent excuses. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Use them as fuel. Let them ignite a fire in you that burns so bright, it lights up the whole damn sky. You've got to be willing to do whatever it takes, to make sacrifices, to put in the long hours, to do the work that others aren't willing to do. Because success is not about luck, it's about preparation meeting opportunity. Don't let the fear of what others might think stop you from going after your dreams. Their opinion of you is none of your business. What matters is what you think of yourself. What matters is that you believe in your dreams, even when no one else does. You've got to be willing to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, to put yourself out there, because that's where the magic happens. That's where you discover what you're truly capable of.